Hello everyone and welcome to December 26th of 2020. We are approaching vastly upon the end of the year, which I'm super glad for. A fresh new start is what we need here. But right now, I got a few things going on today here. Lots of cooking going on. I'm going to be making stovetop cheeseburger casserole, which you'll definitely see me making and me putting a recipe down in the description. I'm also going to be trying out my air fryer for a second time. We are going to be air fried orange chicken just to start off with yesterday, just to do something easy here. And then later on, we're going to be going over to Dylan's and dropping off his gift and just hanging out. So super excited about today. But the next clip that you're going to see is just me going through the cycle of me making my stovetop cheeseburger casserole. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you don't see anything later on tonight, I will see you tomorrow for Monday, where I have to go back to work. Yeah, not a fun time, but I will get through it because it's another short week because of New Year's Day. So I will see you tomorrow for then.
Hello everyone, this is Post Commentary Kevin here with another recipe of stovetop hamburger casserole. For this, you're going to need a package of pasta shells, 1.5 pounds of ground beef, a large onion, 3 medium carrots, and a celery rib, all chopped, 3 garlic cloves minced, 3 cups of cubed cooked red potatoes, a can of kernel corn, about 15.25 ounces, 2 cans of tomato sauce, 1.5 teaspoons of salt and pepper, and a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Alright, so the very first thing that you're going to want to do is start cooking that pasta there. That's going to be cooking while we make our meat. Make sure so get that going. And then in a large skillet, go ahead and put in your onion and your meat. And we're going to cook that all the way through until your meat is no longer pink. It's going to be brown. Alright, let's go ahead and jump and cut here. And our meat is brown. The power of video editing. I'm just going to do a couple stirfuls here. Alright, and we're ready to keep moving on with this recipe. To pound right through this. So go ahead and put in your carrots and celery. Should already be chopped. And go ahead and mix that all in. And then we're going to do some more heating up here. We're going to heat this up for about 5 more minutes or so, or until you see your vegetables are starting to get crisp and tender. Now, I do like this recipe here because it does bring out a lot of this. I have about a week's worth and I'm still digging through this. So if you're just wanting to make something that'll last you for a little bit, so you don't have to cook throughout the week, this is a good recipe for you. So I highly recommend it. Alright, and just to prepare you guys a little bit, even beforehand, part of this recipe does call for potatoes. How I like to make my potatoes is I cut them into quarters for this, and cooked it for about 15 or so minutes at 350. So that's what I did to prepare. Alright, we're starting to get nice and tender right now. See all that steam coming out. Alright, and we're ready to keep moving forward. Now go ahead and put in your garlic in here. Make sure it's minced and everything. This will bring out the flavor for this. We're going to just cook this for about a minute or so. We don't need long with this because all it is to bring out that flavor. And then when we're ready, we're going to put in pretty much the rest of everything else except for the cheese here. So go ahead and put in your potatoes, your kernel corn, your tomato sauce, and season it with salt and pepper. Now with the sauce, what I do recommend with recipes like this, when you're adding your red sauce, to go ahead and put in less than what you think you need. You can always add in more later. Once you start stirring it and start seeing where your meal is at, and if you feel like you don't have enough sauce in there, you taste it and it needs more sauce, go ahead and throw some more on, but it's better to start out with less than more. That way you can add in more later. Alright, and we're going to heat this up and stir it all the way through. Now, I did make a little bit of a mistake here. My pasta is pretty much cooked here, but I forgot to drain the water. Now, if you do something like that, it's all right. I started putting in a few spoonfuls of my meat mixture here, but I was able to correct it. Just go ahead and drain it, even with it in there. Some of the flavor might escape from it, but just you're going to be all right still. You're going to still come out with the same thing. All right, and here's a meat mixture here. So now we're going to go ahead and combine both of these dishes together. Now, it did say on the recipe to combine the pasta to the meat mixture, but my skillet was really full and I could not fit anything else in there. So I thought it would be easier to put the meat in the pot as opposed to the other way around. You're still all right. It's no big deal. You're just going to be cooking from the pot from here as opposed to the skillet, which is all right because we only have one more ingredient to put in anyway. And this is where I make my mistake too. Hopefully you guys don't make the same mistake I do, because sometimes I'm just scatterbrained. Alright, get all that in there. Alright, and just stir it up thoroughly so we can evenly coat it. And then we're ready for our cheese. This is going to be the same principle as the sauce. Put in as much as you think you need. You can always add in more later. I just happened to add all of it in there because I was almost out of that package. I do like cheese, so I was almost done anyway. Go ahead and stir it up until your cheese is nice and hot and melted in there. And you have your stovetop cheeseburger casserole. Thank you guys so much for watching my tutorial on here. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe as much as I do. And I will see you guys all tomorrow for Monday.